903-693-7451.
Pritchard & Abbott Incorporated are evaluating consultants. What does that mean? They appraise minerals, industrial, utility properties, and data services. From their evaluations of a net worth, fair taxes can be levied. Pritchard & Abbott Incorporated doing their part to be a good neighbor and helping our part of the world stay strong and solvent. Pritchard & Abbott Incorporated, evaluating consultants.
XL Ford is always your place to go for quality pre-owned vehicles. We have pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and everything in between to meet your needs. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, XL Ford has you covered. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. We'll help you every step of the way to make sure you're satisfied with your pre-owned vehicle. Come down today and take a test drive today. Excellent price, excellent selection, and excellent service after the sale. Visit us at XL Ford on the Southeast Loop in Carthage, Texas.
Well, with me here in the booth is our Superintendent, John Wink. John, I have been listening to your progress and watching you at the Lions Club show tell about Lions Club meeting to tell about what you're doing in the high school and the primaries and the middle schools. And I just want to let you know that we hear good things about you. And I'm not lying, just because you were my neighbor. You're moving away. Now the neighborhood will get back in order.
It'll get back to normal. That's right. Yeah.
So how do you think things are going?
I think things are going great, Mark. We're at the end of the first 6 weeks of school, and it's really hard to believe. Our flags are performing right now, and our bells are dancing, doing a really good routine. We've got a lot of great things going. In fact, our band, I'll just start with them. They've been working really hard on their drill. They've got a very complex drill, Mark. They're getting ready to go to marching contest, and I believe the date of that is going to be Saturday, October the 19th. It's basically 2 weeks away.
Okay.
So they're getting ready for that.
Traditionally, we've had a real good band in Carthage, especially back in the 70s and 80s. We had like a 250, 225, 250 member band, and it fell off a little bit, but our new band director is not new anymore.
Well, no.
So he's been here quite a while, but he's brought a lot of kids back into our program, as you see right now.
Well, yeah, Mr. Durham has done a really good job building the band program. I mean, we have I think 120 kids that are in the band program, and that's really good. And while we're here, I do want to take a minute for us to have a special shout out to Mr. Raymond Thomas, as he's at home today, and he's going through a good little recovery, and I just want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with him. The entire Carthage community is really praying for him and his wife Jean. They are just a fantastic couple, and they're pillars of our community. So really want to make sure that everybody knows that we're thinking and praying for them.
Well, you know, and he was the band director when I came through Carthage High School, and he had 3 daughters, in which some of them are working in town now.
Correct.
Angela. And so we also want to say kudos to Coach Mack.
Yes.
Coach Mack has improved, I understand.
Know. He is making some improvements.
Somehow it's coming out of ICU.
I believe so. I think
he just has a will.
Well, I will tell you one thing, and let me just say this. Coach Mack is probably one of the most successful teachers that we have. Now, many people think of him as a coach, but Coach Mack has one of the most successful academic careers with our performance in academics and social studies, where our students outperform the state on social studies STAR test. And, I mean, he coaches them. He doesn't teach them. He coaches them. And that's really what we're focused on. We're talking about hard work, and that's what we're really going to focus on the second 6 weeks. Just like our Bulldog band right here, they're coming out with a fanfare to start the drill, and they're about to have a lot of complex maneuvers here. And Mr. Dupnick, right? Dupnick. I apologize. Our assistant band director, he's here. Can you tell us a little bit about what our band is doing right now?
Yeah, so right now we have started our show with Triumph Fanfare, and now they're marching to Jones Tradition of Excellence, which is the first half of our march, and it is a march that was written by Dr. Tim Ray, the band director at Texas A&M University, and it was written in homage to one of our former directors, Mr. Jim Jones.
And they just finished their block formation, and now they're going with the...
Yeah, they're going backfield in their halftime marching in squads of 2.
And Jim Jones came in right after Mr. Thomas, I believe, and Jim really improved our band too, and then we lost him to center. And it was a great loss, but he finished his career, or I guess he's finished now, and he was a great band director.
What is this formation
This
here?
is the band. They're setting up on 4 separate yard lines on the 35, 45, then 45 and another 35 to set up for a diamond formation where the band goes up and down the field, alternating diamonds back and forth. Really fun visual effect that the audience always
It is,
love.
and it's a very complex maneuver because there's so much decision making that every student has to make in this formation.
Right, independently you have to do your own part, and then it really kind of fits into the bigger picture there. Lots of moving on the field back and forth. In
Absolutely.
formations.
Now, if people are wanting to come to the marching contest, is that going to be at Stephen F. Austin?
Yes, our yo-yo march contest is going to be on October 19th at Stephen F. Austin University.
And about what time can we expect to see the Bulldog Band march?
For a classification, usually marches more in the afternoon, early evening.
Okay.
So now our band's performing a blockbuster maneuver where band splits up into 4 groups and kind of marching through each other.
It looks really difficult to, I mean, it's amazing how they do that and not hit each other because it's such a challenging maneuver.
Always worried about some of the instruments hitting the other ones when they turn them and stuff, you know?
Now we're finishing out that part of our show with a little tag of our fanfare from the beginning, a little end of our Triumph fanfare. Now our drum major, Colin Porter Alameda, he's a junior. It's his first year as a Carthage Bulldog band drum major. He's doing his salute. And now we're going to continue our performance with the march Men in Gray. Band came forward towards the audience. Now they're turning backfield, and now they're turning out back towards the end zones as flanking out of their backfield position.
You know, a lot of people tell me that let me hear the band. So we're going to listen to it.
Back in that.
Now the band split into 2 matching chevrons. One band's marching in halftime marching, and their squads happening in regular marching. And now they flip to catch back up into take the 2 chevrons and put them back to one giant chevron together.
I've never seen that maneuver before, and it is quite impressive because it takes a lot. Everybody has to understand how to cut it in half and get back in step.
Yeah, it's all really strict robotic movement. Now coming out of the chevron back into squads of 2.
You know, if you're trying to stay straight in line and you're marching, sometimes your peripheral vision will show you're behind or something, and then you get to take a little bigger step to get back.
Right.
Is that what happened?
So now we're doing a really neat maneuver for the trio of our Men in Gray march. Kind of
pinwheels.
passing our pinwheels and gate swings back and forth down the field, kind of creating smaller and bigger ones throughout as they march going back and forth.
That is a very impressive maneuver and very difficult to do.
Yes, kind of taking individual gate swings and line up another gate swing to turn into a bigger pinwheel, pass it back and forth. So back in squadrons of 2.
This is very challenging, but they are doing very well.
That's 2 weeks from now. Is your contest?
Yes, our yo-yo competition is 2 weeks from now, and Carthage is hosting a pre-yo-yo contest on October the 12th.
And these guys are working very hard. It's not just the work in the classroom. They're putting in lots of extra hours outside of school. Am I correct?
That is correct. Like I always tell our students, especially our younger students, our time in band is a great and wonderful thing, but it's also the time we put outside of the band class that we really grow.
Well, in order to be excellent, you've got to do more than what you're required to do.
That's correct. Now finishing strong with the symphonious fanfare. Coming back to the block formation on the sideline.
Well, their hard work is paying off. The extra hours they're putting in, and I know that all the band directors are doing a fantastic job, and I just want to say on behalf of the district, we really appreciate the hard work you guys are putting in.
Thanks, sir. We really appreciate it.
Well, while we're waiting on the band, we'll go back and pay a bill.
Pritchard and Abbott Incorporated are evaluating consultants. What does that mean? They appraise minerals, industrial, utility properties, and data services. From their evaluations of a net worth, fair taxes can be levied. Pritchard and Abbott Incorporated doing their part to be a good neighbor and helping our part of the world stay strong and solvent. Pritchard and Abbott Incorporated, evaluating consultants.
XL Ford is always your place to go for quality pre-owned vehicles. We have pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and everything in between to meet your needs. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, XL Ford has you covered. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. We'll help you every step of the way to make sure you're satisfied with your pre-owned vehicle. Come down today and take a test drive today. Excellent price, excellent selection, and excellent service after the sale. Visit us at XL Ford on the Southeast Loop in Carthage, Texas.
Well, we're back here. The score is 7-7 here in Pleasant Grove. A real hard-fought contest between the two. When we started off, we had a few first downs. We stopped them on their first drive. But then they took a methodical drive. It went down the field, and we answered. So the score is 7-7. And also still is Otis. Otis was a band member. He understands the band, and we have a different type of band coming up now.
This is our band is a military style. Excuse me, our band is a military style band. This is corps, which does not follow the same rules. It's a different style of marching.
And they don't come to the contest.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
Okay.
they do.
Okay.
They go to contests. They're just they're evaluated on a little bit different set of criteria because of the style that they choose to march.
Well, let's talk about some more curriculum that you've got going on.
Well, we just finished our first 6 weeks. I was just celebrating. We had really great behavior. I was very impressed with the behavior we saw at all the campuses. We had really good attendance. Now, we definitely want to continue having good attendance because that's one of those things that's a college and career skill. Attendance is a college and career skill because that's one thing that requires zero talent that you need to do to be excellent, and that's showing up. And so
you got to roll out of bed.
Right, get it out of bed and come to school. And so we did a really good job on that. I was very proud of that. We also had really good behavior. And I attribute that to the hard work of our teachers. Our teachers put in a lot of work to have high levels of expectations for learning, high levels of expectation for behavior. And that was quite impressive. And we're starting to see the fruits of our labor showing up on tests. We gave our first assessment that is at the level of rigor that the STAR test is going to be given, and we don't pull back on it. We don't kind of soften up the test, make it easy for them, we know it's the first 6 weeks, but if you're going to be successful, you got to challenge yourself against the very challenging standards. And so we saw some really great results. We saw some areas that we need to make improvement, and I really want to commend our principals and our teachers. They worked really hard on Monday. Monday was a professional learning day. The morning time we learned about rigor and how do we provide higher levels of rigor in our instruction. And then in the afternoon, our teachers worked in teams to start looking at the data from the first 6 weeks and making plans for what are they going to do to intervene for kids, and then what are they going to do to spiral in or reteach those skills that those kids struggled with. And this is a new thing in Carthage, and as far as the work ethic or the levels of work that we're asking of our teachers, and I know it's very challenging, but they are really doing a great job of meeting the challenge, and it's paying huge dividends.
Talk to us a little bit about that concept of reteaching. Because a lot of time when we reteach things, we just redo it the same way we did it the last time and expect the results to be different.
Right.
What do you see as the concept of reteaching?
Well, what we have to recognize is that when a kid doesn't get a concept, the part of the reason they didn't get it might be that they are missing skills that were from the previous grade level, or it might be the way that we taught it didn't meet the way that they learned it. There's a lot of different ways to solve a math problem, but sometimes kids need additional time, additional supports in a different way. We call that differentiation.
Right.
We are providing our students with learning difficulties, accommodations, and modifications. And so they see that content in a different way that it was delivered the first time. And the other thing that we have to recognize is that when a kid didn't learn it, we have to recognize that we have a moral imperative to go back and reteach them that concept, not because of the test. And that's what people think is we're doing it because of the test. Actually, if we don't reteach that, we're actually creating a gap for next year. So that's why reteaching is very important. We got to close that gap to fix it for this year, but also to make sure there's not a gap in next year's instruction.
Well, one of the criteria or domains in the evaluation system is called closing the gap.
Yes, sir.
So let's say one campus didn't do real well in closing the gap.
Right.
But those kids have moved on to a different campus like for the next year. So all the interventions are for kids that maybe don't have that same issue with closing the gap, but maybe that group that went forward need to work on closing the gaps as well.
Right. So one of the things that we're doing is the first 6 weeks we use the data from last year to provide interventions to kids. But now in the second 6 weeks we're using data from the first 6 weeks assessment. So our interventions are based on last 6 weeks content, and we're going to be going back and working on that. And now I'm glad you mentioned the idea of Domain 3, Otis, because Domain 3 is closing the gaps in our A to F system. Right. And the way that we are being held accountable predominantly in that area is on the percentage of our students hitting the MEETS standard. And the MEETS standard is basically the college readiness standard.
Okay.
And we set a goal for our school that we want 60% of our students to hit the college ready standard. And this is attainable because last year we hit a goal, we hit at 44%. So we're in a good position to really knock the top off of it. But what it's going to take is it's going to take us to work hard on intervening for kids. It's going to take hard work from everybody. It's going to take hard work from our central office to support our principals. It's going to take hard work from our principals to better support and lead our teachers in understanding what's the essential curriculum we got to master. And it's going to take hard work from our teachers to support our students in teaching in ways that maybe we haven't done before. And finally, it's going to take hard work from our students to be doing work, and they're going to have to work from bell to bell. You know, the reason that our football program is successful is not because of what we do during the class period. It's what we do all year long. Another example of that is our volleyball program. They are 30-4 right now. They have the best record in Carthage history. Now, why is that? It is because of the work ethic. Hard work is a good thing. Now, hard work is also a hard thing. It makes you uncomfortable. It makes you, and discomfort is where you grow. And so what we're talking about right now is if it's uncomfortable, it's okay, because you can't grow without a little stretch, without a little discomfort. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be pushing people to understand, is that hard work is a good thing, not a bad thing.
Right. Now, what could parents do to support the school system in the academic advancement of their children? You know?
Right, and that's a very important thing. I think the number one thing that parents, we all need to be on the same page on is that our students are doing the very best that they can, but sometimes they're going to fall short. And when they fall short, we don't need to get mad. We need to be encouraging. We need to be supportive. And their report cards just came out today. And if your kid made a low grade, I mean, I know it's easy to get frustrated because I get frustrated with my children, but turn that frustration into encouragement. All right, you didn't hit that mark. I'm disappointed in you. Now, what are we going to do to pick that back up? And start setting goals. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I've started doing with one of my children is I set a daily goal. And actually, we sit down and talk on Sunday. What are all the things that you got to do this week? You know, it might be homework. It might be what studying for a test you're going to do. And we sit down and talk about that. And then what I do every day is I send my kid a text message and say, all right, remember, this is the thing you said you were going to do today. Now let's go get it. and it's really interesting. It's paying off for my child.
Well, you got to realize it, and I know you do, and you're in the business, but what at home really helps.
Well, I will tell you, the number one thing that we can do as parents is we can hold our children accountable for a goal for behavior and work ethic. And when they come home, here's the wrong question to ask. Don't ask, how was school? Because that's a leading question. Fine. What'd y'all do today? Nothing. Or, they'll answer those questions to end the conversation. So one of the things I think is real important is tell me something you learned today. Or tell me a really difficult problem you had to work on today. Tell me something that one of your teachers did that made you really enjoy learning today. And sometimes tell me a frustration that you had today. Sometimes just having that conversation and then just be a sounding board for them.
And you're talking about reading?
Well, and the other thing is reading. It's so important. And I will tell you, I didn't read when I was a kid, and I paid for it. But now I read an awful lot. I read a lot of things on my phone. I mean, I start out every day with a Bible verse that I want to read. That comes up, but I think reading is very fundamental, and the number is 15. 15 minutes of reading anything. It can be reading an article, it can be reading the newspaper, it can be reading a picture book, it can be reading a novel, but reading is so important.
Well, you'll be proud of one of our teachers at Baker Koontz. I don't even know her name, but when she brings the kids out to get on the bus, as they're lining up to enter the bus, she asks them, "What did you learn today?"
Exactly.
And she don't let them off the hook with nothing, or she makes them elaborate on what they learned.
Well, and Otis, you know this better than anybody because you were a fantastic principal. But the number one thing that'll make kids reach their growth goals more than anything is a significant relationship with an adult. So parents, you don't have to be an expert at math. You don't have to be an expert at reading, but you do have to be you have to really work on building that relationship and motivating that relationship. And here's the other thing is pain is okay for your kid. It is okay for them to struggle. It's okay for them to be mad. And if you are frustrated with the school, the number one thing we need you to do is pick up the phone and call the school. Sometimes just sharing that frustration, we can give you some information that maybe you weren't aware of.
Done structure in the house. Structure in the house makes structure in the school.
Well, I will say this. When the parents and guardians are working together to push that child to do their very best, it's amazing what they can accomplish. And the other thing is that if you are frustrated with the school, we want you to call the school. Don't be afraid to call the school because you're afraid it's going to go off on your kid. We call the school and let us know, because a lot of times we don't know that your child is frustrated, or we don't know that they feel this way. And sometimes that information is very valuable, so we can go and work with that child, or maybe make them feel more comfortable than they were feeling, because a lot of times kids don't tell us that sort of stuff because they're afraid.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
It always does. It always does. But those are the things that we've got to make sure that we're really doing, and the hard work in the second 6 weeks is going to be something really important. So parents, if you can do anything, push them to do the hard work, because the hard work is where you find the excellence. You don't find excellence without hard work.
And I think that's something that's missing in our society today.
Amen.
Our expectations are low. And kids don't learn how to grind at an early age. If you could learn how to work hard, that'll compensate for some other shortcomings, but we just don't teach and model that anymore.
Another word that I think is real important is grit.
Yeah.
We got to be gritty.
Yeah.
If we want to be successful.
There was a lady from the University of Pennsylvania who did a study on what makes people successful, and that was the result of her study. People that have grit. That is the number one factor. The ones that can overcome obstacles, the ones that can keep going when things get hard.
And I think the other thing is the best way to find success is to copy success from other people. Find somebody that's successful and start figuring out what it is that they do to be successful, and chances are you're going to get a little bit successful. If you're following somebody that's not as successful as you, chances are you're fixing to go down a notch or two.
And rumors get out. because I've sold real estate since 1996, and at one point we weren't scoring well, and people would mention that to me, new people coming to town. I don't know if I want to live here or not. Your scores are down. I don't know if your school's suffering or what.
Right. Well, and here's the other thing, and I will tell you, when people are deciding where they want their children to go to school, the number one thing that they look at is academics. And one thing that we want people to say with confidence is that Carthage ISD has an exceptional academic program, and we do. But you can't rest on last year's success, because the minute you do, you're going down. So the thing is that you have to maintain that standard of excellence, and that can only occur when you're putting in the work and you're doing the things that are very important. And I have to say this again, our teachers are working so hard. This first 6 weeks, I could not be more proud of how hard they've worked. I have asked them, myself, I've asked them to really push themselves to a level that maybe some of them haven't seen before. And they have all risen to the challenge, and they all are impressive. One of the things that we do is we are expecting lesson planning from our teachers. Every teacher submits lesson plans, and our principals are not only looking at those lesson plans when they go into classrooms, which they do every single day, they look at that lesson plan and they're giving feedback to the teacher based on what the teacher wrote. And I will tell you, the feedback on the lesson plans is extremely, extremely positive. They are doing such a great job, and then our principals are saying, here's another thing to consider. And so the conversations that we're having are really awesome between our principals and assistant principals and our teachers. I cannot say how proud I am of our teachers, our principals. And here's one more thing. Do you know what October is, Mark? It is National Principal Month.
Oh, really?
And so this month we are celebrating our principals all the way from primary to the high school. And if you haven't checked out our Facebook page, our CHS TV has made some awesome videos on our principals. So stay tuned to that.
Well, also, you think about it, the way you succeed in football is the offensive and defensive line. That's what you're working on.
Exactly.
The offensive and the defensive line in your school system.
Well, and let's take this for example. We just got through the first half, 7-7. Now, so adjustments are fixing to be made, am I right?
That's
We
right.
all know what's going to happen. There are going to be some adjustments made. That is the same thing in excellence in academics. When we got our assessments after the first 6 weeks, we didn't say, all right, whatever we did, we're going to do it again second 6 weeks. We are making changes. We're making modifications. We're figuring out how do we reach that kid that we didn't reach the first 6 weeks. I mean, it's the same thing. If we do exactly in the classroom, in the academic area, what these Bulldogs have been doing for the last 12 years, it's going to be amazing. We're going to see some tremendous, tremendous gains. And our teachers are already doing that, and it's so exciting to watch.
Well, John,
It's
Mr.
time.
Wink, it's time for second half. Great halftime. Great talk. I know you've got it going on in the school system.
Well, I'm proud of our people. They're doing a great job. I'm just humbled to be the superintendent, and all I have to say is go Dogs. Let's get them.
I know. Glad you could be my neighbor.
Thank you.
Okay. Larry, you sit down here and get your stats going. I'm going to go to the home office and pay a bill.
First State Bank & Trust advances banking convenience with its new mobile app. Download the FSB&T mobile app and realize the full potential of 21st century on-the-go banking technology. At your fingertips, deposit checks, view real-time balances and account histories, transfer funds in your accounts, and pay bills 24/7. You can contact customer service from the app if needed during regular business hours. On the go, on the phone banking tech from your trusted FDIC member equal housing lender, First State Bank & Trust.
Yes.
Ready for us?
Let's remind you that the stats are brought to you by the First United Methodist Church. They invite you to join them each Sunday morning to hear their pastor, Kevin Otto. And as I looked at the stats, I tell you what, they're just as close as the scoreboard, which is 7-7. Carthage 10 first downs, Pleasant Grove 9. Carthage 152 yards, Pleasant Grove 151 yards. So according to my stats, only 1 yard difference. Pleasant Grove, huge edge on the ground, 145-79. Carthage, big edge through the air, 73-7. Punts, Carthage punted twice for a 38-yard average. Pleasant Grove once for 21 yards. Penalties, Carthage 2 for 20, Pleasant Grove 1 for 5, and no turnovers in the ball game. And the scoring, there's just been 2 touchdowns, 7-yard pass for Pleasant Grove, 8:14 to play in the first, and then 36-yard pass to Kilvante Dixon in the second quarter, and that tied it up after the extra point by Phillips. The second half kickoff coming up is going to be brought to you by L&K Express Wash. L&K Express Wash, located on West Panola for all your car cleaning needs.
Otis, what do you think the adjustments were?
Well, I think Pleasant Grove is going to continue to do what they're doing. You know, they probably saying, hey, let's go down and score this first drive. And in their mind, they're probably saying we're out physical than them. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. On our side, I think we're going to come out and run the ball a little bit more and try to avoid the 3 and outs. It's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna come down, you know, to the last few minutes of the ball game.
All right, so it's Phillips got it teed up at the 40-yard line just to our right as we start the second half, 7-7 tie. And here's going to be a sky kick. They're going to come up and take it at the 25 to the 30, 35, out to the 38. Sky kick, not as close to the sideline as Coach Surratt would like it, and a little bit deeper than he would like it. And they return it 13 yards to their own 38-yard line.
Kip Lewis on the stop. Had Mason Bobo down there fast, but the guy juked him.
So Pleasant Grove will have it. Remember, Carthage won the toss. They took the opening kickoff. 7-7 tie between two of the top teams in the state in Class 4A. No doubt about it. These may be the best two teams in Class 4A in UIL football. Okay, here's Harmon pitching out to Garrett. Garrett coming to his right, and he's wrapped up by Brazier. Brazier with the tackle, and that's going to be a loss on the play of about 4 yards.
That was a great job. He fought off the blocker, kept his outside arm free. That's called setting the edge. He set the edge and made the tackle on that.
And also he had pursuit from the inside, so the guy couldn't cut up field.
That's right.
Jai Brazier with a tackle there, so that's a loss of 4. Back to the 34-yard line. Big opening defensive play for Carthage in this second half. Again, we've got a 7-7 tie here in Texarkana.
And Quan Brown is still out. We still got Kevion Toole in there.
Okay, here's a handoff to the running back going to his right. Some tough yards there as the Dogs are going to gang up on him finally after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. The line of scrimmage was a 34, and they're going to spot it at the 38. And that's going to be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
That's exactly what you want to do, is to put them out of their element, a 3rd and long.
Okay, they're going to give him 5 yards. That perhaps a generous spot for them. So it's now 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9 for Pleasant Grove from their own 39. Here's Harmon. Harmon wants to throw it. He's throwing left. This ball is caught out there by Rodriguez, and he is drugged down for a gain. It's going to be a 1st down for Pleasant Grove across the 45-yard line.
Austin Morgan from his safety position on the stop. Play action pass. Got the receiver open. It's a good open field tackle, but he was a step behind.
That's a 17-yard pickup on the pass play. That's 3rd down and 9, and they picked up 17. So now that moves it into plus territory for them to the Carthage 44-yard line. All right, quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Harmon under center. Harmon this time hands off running back going to his right. Harmon, pretty good hold this time for the running back, and he's down to the 30-yard line for a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1, 2nd and a long 1.
That was a good hold for him.
So it's 2nd and 1 now for Pleasant Grove. And Jason, we'll go down to you after this next play. 9:45 to play here in the 3rd, 7-7 tie. 2nd and 1 for Pleasant Grove at the Carthage 35-yard line. Pleasant Grove on the move here on this drive. Hand off the running back up the middle, and I think he's got the 1st down. Okay, down to the XL Ford sideline, Mike and Jason Wade.
All right, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's very important. The first drive of the second half, the most important drive, I believe, for setting that tone.
Yeah, and Cole Whitlock is not in the ball game either. I don't see him on the sidelines.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the deal with Cole?
All right, here's the running back going to his left. This is Garrett. Now he's trying to come back to his right. He's got running room to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to score. Garrett scores on a 34-yard run, And now Pleasant Grove has taken the lead. He went to his left, cut off there, came back to the right, and outran the Bulldogs 34 yards.
We had him stop initially where he wanted to go, then he cut it across the grain, and we didn't have any pursuit there, and he took it to the house. But what's wrong with Cole? We got to have that guy in there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you, Cole there in the first half, he late drives, I believe he went under the tent for concussion protocol.
Okay.
So
all right.
He's
So
over here out of his uniform under the tent.
Okay, here's the kick, and it's good. And so Pleasant Grove now leads at 14-7, 9:01 to play in the third. We'll be back right after this from KGAS.
This is Pastor Monty Pierce, along with all the fine folks at Central Baptist Church, located 1 block off the square in beautiful downtown Carthage. We hope you are enjoying the game as the Bulldogs make another exciting run for the championship. If you don't have a church home and you like friendly folks and a meaningful worship service, we invite you to join us this Sunday. Check us out at centralcarthage.com for times and more information. This is Dr. Monty. Go Bulldogs!
East Texas is a wonderful community, and at Parental National Bank, we're proud to call it home. That's why you'll find our bank and our employees helping others wherever you look. From supporting local schools to volunteering with local charity events, we're part of the fabric that weaves the community and its people together. When it comes to financial service needs, local is better. We provide convenient banking services so we can help our community grow. Parental National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Okay, Pleasant Grove scores on a 34-yard run by Garrett, their top rusher for the year. The extra point makes it 14-7, the Hawks. All right, they're going to go with the sky kick here. We're going to come up and call for the fair catch at the 32-yard line. So Carthage will have it first and 10 at their 32. And if it sounded like we're outside when that touchdown was scored, we're not. We're in the press box. And, yes, the press box should not be that noisy.
Well, we usually have a door shut behind us. But, yes, I've got a text from Whitlock's uncle. It says he is probably out of the game with a possible concussion, hearing from his dad.
Okay. In fact, I tell you what, at AT&T Stadium, I've been in the media press box when a big man steps up and he says, okay, this is the press box. If anyone makes any noise in here, you're out. Okay, here's a handoff. It goes to Courtney. Courtney over the right side. And he picks up about 2 or 3, make it 4 yards on first down to the 36.
That was a good, powerful run by Courtney. We didn't have it blocked that well, but he picked up 4 yards.
So the 4-yard gain out to the 36 makes it 2nd down and 6. Again, we're in the third quarter, 8:35 left to go. Pleasant Grove took the second half kickoff, drove, and scored on a 36-yard run. They now lead at 14-7. Here's a throw to the right side. It's caught there by Dixon. Dixon to the 40-yard line, 45.
Still on his feet.
And down now at the 46-yard line, make it to 47. It'll be a first down, a Howes AC first down for the Bulldogs.
Well, last time we played, Courtney had to work for his yardage. And
he's a workhorse, and a 4-yard gain on first down. That's a win for us.
All right, so he picks up 10 yards there out to the 46-yard line. And it's now 1st and 10. The ball is on the right hash. Horton's going to go under center this time. Tight end over on the right side. Here's a play-action fake. Horton going to throw it. Heavy pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Heavy pressure. It was a straight drop back. And he is dropped for a loss. The line of scrimmage was a 46. And it's going to be a sack back to the 37, a 9-yard loss on that sack.
Well, there's no doubt there was a jailbreak on their part right there. He didn't have time to throw it, period.
All right, remember, if you want to see this replay, Monday noon at the Fieldhouse, Chalk Talk. Coach Surratt will be reviewing the entire tape. 2nd down and 19 now for the Dogs from their own 37. That is the second time Horton has been sacked. The first time was on the very first play of the game for a 7-yard loss. That one is a loss there of 9. Snap back to Horton. Horton wants to throw left over the middle. It's caught by Smith. Smith is across the 40, and he's going to have a gain from the 37 to the 42, I believe, a gain of about 5 yards.
Got one down for
Okay.
Grove. We'll be back right after this.
Monty Bacon at Carthage Furniture is offering refrigerators at great savings. Choose a 16 cubic foot refrigerator in white or black, priced for you at $5.99, or an 18 cubic foot refrigerator with a white finish or black finish, just $6.49. If you ever need a refrigerator, Monty says this is the time to buy. Carthage Furniture, the huge store behind the car wash. Carthage Furniture on West Panola across from the Sonic, where Rosa speaks Spanish.
This is Mark Harris at Farmer State Bank in Carthage. Did you know Farmer State Bank offers 15, 20, and 30-year fixed-rate mortgages? We will service your loan in-house, and you can make a payment at one of our 5 full-service locations: Center, Main Bank in Rough Rider Branch, Carthage, Joaquin, Shelbyville. So come by Farmer State Bank and let us help you buy the home of your dreams. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Okay, well, Otis said before the ball game it's going to be a physical game. We've got a couple of players out, one on concussion protocol, and there a young man helped off the field for Pleasant Grove with an injury to his right leg. All right, so it's now 3rd down and 13. 3rd and 13 for Carthage from their own 43. 6:40 to play in the 3rd, and Pleasant Grove leads at 14-7. Big play here, 3rd down and 13. Here they come with a blitz, and we've got a screen pass or pass to the right. It's going to be a Howes AC first down. A pass to the right, a perfect call there as they came with a blitz, and we went with a quick pass and picked up a first down.
Oh, that's an excellent call right there.
There was no doubt, and it was a good run by Courtney after he caught the ball, and it was just a good play all the way around on our part.
That'd be a gain of 12 and 6, 18 yards on that pass play. And a gain of 18 to Mason Courtney. First down for the Bulldogs. A Howes AC first down now to the Pleasant Grove 44-yard line.
Got a fullback in the ball game, Brandon McNeely.
Pitch out Dixon. Dixon to the right to the 40, 35, and he's out of bounds. No, he's still going down inside the 20-yard line. Kelvonte Dixon going down the tightrope there on the far sideline, and he goes from the 44 into Kelly's Collision red zone area across the 20.
Boy, you can tell when he's get his hands on the ball. It's a different dimension. Just a toss. I wouldn't say just a toss. It was a toss play, and he turned on the speed and picked up a big first down there.
27 for Kelvonte. All right, now down to the 17-yard line. We've got a Howes AC first down, and in the Kelly's Collision red zone, 1st and 10 for the Dogs from the Hawks 17. Horton under center. Horton this time, hands off to Courtney. Courtney right side of the 15. Courtney is pushed out of bounds after picking up about 5 or 6 yards. He's going to be close to the 10, but just a little bit shy of it.
That's good play by
yes, good old stretch play.
Yes.
I like what they did pre-snap there. They brought the tight end and fullback over, which brought Jackson over to the strong side. Then they ran weak to where he came from. That was great play design right there.
2nd down and 5 for Carthage from the 12. 2nd and 5. Carthage trailing 14-7. They have it at the Hawk 12-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Horton in the shotgun. Here's Dixon going motion left. Backward pass to Dixon. He gets loose to the 15. Dixon is down. He's almost tackled for a loss back at about the 20-yard line, but they couldn't get him, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a big number 40.
Yep, he made one of the best defensive players in the nation miss there. That tells you how elusive he was. Had him dead in the sight, but he missed him.
5 minutes, 26 seconds left, 3rd quarter. 14-7, Pleasant Grove.
I tell you what, on an East Texas social media platform, when there's a great player, a lot of the guys that post will say he's a beast. This guy is a beast. Number 40 here, Landon Jackson. Snap back to Horton. Horton going left into the end zone, and this.
What happened, Larry? Did we catch it? No, we did not. It was into the corner for Bucci, and Larry lost his.
Otis, many thanks. I tell you what, I was leaning back like this to get a view of it. Was it incomplete?
It was incomplete.
Oh my gosh. I'm okay, Beverly. All right, now it's 4th down and 5. 4th and 5, and Coach Surratt calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over. Back right after this.
If you'd like to earn up to a 30% discount on your auto insurance, then here's your chance. State Farm has an updated version of its Drive Safe and Save app, and drivers everywhere are enjoying the rewards. Millions are now saying, don't mess with my discount, and you will too. Just download the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm to get started, or call us at Tate Barber State Farm, 903-693-7555.
Bauer Furniture has been family owned and operated since 1963. Paul Bauer and his fine staff pride themselves in their interior design skills and their selection of quality inventory. You'll find one of the area's largest selection of Lazy Boy recliners and rocker recliners in the Arklatex. Bauer also features bedding by Serta, featuring the perfect sleeper. A full line of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture is waiting for you, plus area rugs, lamps, and art decor. And Bauer Furniture is the home of free delivery. I'll repeat, the home of free delivery. Bauer Furniture on West Panola in Carthage.
All right, we're back here at Hawk Stadium. We have 5:05 left to play in the third quarter. Hawks lead it 14-7. Carthage, key play coming up here. Points are special in this ball game. And it's 4th down and 5 for Carthage at the Hawk 12-yard line. 4th and 5 at the 12. Not going to kick a field goal here. Going to go for it. Horton's going to be in the shotgun. He sends Dixon, motion to the right, and he's going to throw to Dixon. Dixon's going to throw back to him. He throws back to Horton. Horton now going left. He's to the 10. Horton to the 5. Horton goal line. Horton into the end zone for a touchdown.
And a great block by Tykees Crawford.
Yeah, great call. A great call.
Touchdown for the Bulldogs. It went to a pass to the right side to Dixon. Dixon threw back to Horton, and he had some blockers on the left side, and it is a 12-yard touchdown pass. Wow.
We did that in the state championship, didn't we, Larry, against Salina?
Yeah.
Correct.
That was
to Cy Blackshear.
Cy Blackshear. He was running on a gimpy leg, but he got it in.
Yeah. That time he wasn't a speedster, but he ended up being a speedster in college.
All right, so now Phillips into tied up once again. He tied it up in the second quarter with an extra point. There's a snap, low snap. He gets it down, the kick on the way, and it is up and good. Great job by McNew. Snap was just a tad low, and the extra point, the Bulldogs shot extra point is good. 14-14 score.
We'll be back right after this.
Throughout Texas, Louisiana, and New Mexico, one of the largest independent oil field service companies is Pinergy, ranked number 1 in the United States for total number of wells drilled. You'll likely recognize Pinergy Carthage top management: Randy Taylor, Brandon Taylor, Andy Snow, Justin Taylor, and Steve Nations. At the Austin corporate office, senior management offers a combined 400 years experience regarding energy services. No more. Check the website pinergy.com or call 903-693-8400. Pinergy.
If you need construction done, check with Carlos and Shane Courtney at Courtney Construction Incorporated. They're the best in the business, whether it's pipeline or dirt work, oilfield maintenance, or general construction. The Courtneys are well experienced. Call them at 903-694-2911 or drop by 1300 Northeast Loop in Carthage. When you need it done right, call Courtney Construction Incorporated. They'll get it done.
All right, the Bulldogs scoring on a special play. That was a backwards pass. It was 4th down and 5 from the 12. Backwards pass to Kelvonte Dixon. Dixon, the pass went to the right, then Dixon threw back to the left to Horton, who had some blockers in front of him. And Horton takes it in, extra point by Phillips, and we're tied up at 14 all. Okay, Phillips getting ready to kick off now with 4:49 left to play here in the third quarter. We'll go down to you. Jason Wade after this kickoff. Here's a high end-over-end kick. This one's going to go deep and out of bounds. And I tell you what, we may have another kick coming up now. XL forward line, sideline Mike to Jason Wade.
Hey, I was going to tell you, Larry, it took a litlittle while, about 4 or 5 weeks into the season before we saw razzle-dazzle, but we saw it right there. They went into his felt that he needed it at that right time and yielded him 6 very important points.
His special play, he calls them. He doesn't call them trick plays. He calls them special plays.
You know, I always like to look at people's body language, and I was looking at their defensive coordinator. He just shook his head after a great stand, and he get tricked or specialized right there. And I can imagine what he was thinking, man. We play great defense, and we get fooled.
All right, so the penalty, they're going to Pleasant Grove going to make Carthage kick it again. So Medrano will be kicking it this time from the 35. That one went out of bounds. Here's the kick by Medrano. And this is a line drive kick, and he takes it back at the 17, up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield, 45, and out of bounds. A great return there. Big-time return for Pleasant Grove, and they have it now 1st and 10 at the Carthage 42.
That was a touchdown-saving tackle by a kicker there.
Sure was, and that was just a good play on their part. The kid run the ball, followed his blockers very well, and puts them in good position.
So they're in great shape. I said the 42, it's at the 43. We've got 4:41 to play here in the third. Pleasant Grove has 3 timeouts remaining in the half. We have 2. And we've got a 14-14 tie between the top team in Class 4A Division II and the Carthage Bulldogs up there at the top of Division I. All right, here's Harmon. Harmon handing off to Garrett. Garrett had the touchdown run last time he touched the football, and he has about 5 yards here from the 43 to the 37 to make it 6-yard gain there.
Brought down by Toole.
Had a pretty good hole.
He did.
Pleasant Grove 196 yards on the ground. Carthage has, let's see, that's going to be 106. Carthage with the big edge through the air, however. Carthage through the air with 107, make it 119. Pleasant Grove 24. All right, it's now 2nd down and 4 for Pleasant Grove at the Dog 37. Hand off the running back, and he stopped in the backfield. Garrett was stopped cold for a loss on the play. It's going to go from the 37 back to about the 38, a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd down and about 5.
Quit knowing on the stop. We got a flag on the field.
Against them, looks like. They're walking backwards. We got 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third quarter. We're tied, 14 up. Great ball game.
This is a biggie here. It's a 10-yarder. I didn't see what the sign was, the signal was. Well, at any rate, it's 2nd down and long. Let's see, 2nd down and 19.
We got to look for the play-action pass right here.
All right, here's Harmon handing off running back, going to his left. And he's going to be to midfield as Tua was chasing him. And he picks up some yards, but not much. I think he gets about 4 or 5. They're going to give him 5 yards to the 47.
Tua lost containment, so he had to chase him, but we had Javon Keene coming up from the safety position, make the tackle.
Well, Whitlock is out, and we just need to man up, as he calls it.
3rd down and 14 now for Pleasant Grove. We've got 3:10 left to play here in the third quarter. 14-14 tie, 3rd and 14 for the Hawks from the Dog 47. Harmon again under center. Harmon going to throw. Going to go deep down the middle for Rodriguez. This ball is up in the air and knocked away. Almost intercepted by one of the Dogs back there. It'll be 4th down and long, 4th and 14.
That was Bowman who knocked it down. It looked like he could have caught that.
Got one down out there, too. The receiver's down. And he is laid flat on his back. We'll be back. Score 14 up.
Hey, Carthage, this is Matt.
Jessica.
And Dustin. With Elliott Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Carthage. And we are here for Ram Power Days. Jessica, what do we have?
Right now, you can get an all-new Ram 1500 with 395 horsepower.
There's a lot of power. 395 horsepower. It's so hard to say. Or, this is your line, Dustin. I'll do it for you. Or a Ram 3500 comes with 900 foot-pounds of torque. Good call, Dustin.
Power? Ram has it for you.
You can find them at your Ram dealer, Elliott and CDJR of Carthage. And that was a train wreck.
Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Is Ralph there?
What's Ralph look like?
He's got white hair and spots.
Is Ralph your dog?
He's a Dalmatian.
Well, why would he be here at Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical?
You always say you have something for everyone.
Well, we do. We can help with all your heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too. But maybe you should look out in your backyard for Ralph.
I'll just call his cell phone.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
All right, so an injury to their top receiver as he comes off the field. He's walking off, though. He may be back, but walking off a little gingerly. So it looks like they're going to punt it. But remember, Harmon is the punter, and he's the quarterback. The line of scrimmage is the Carthage 47-yard line, so he's going to take a drop of about 13 yards to take this snap. And we've got one man back deep. Waist-high snap. He gets off a line drive kick, and it's going to go across the 10-yard line and going to roll dead at about the 8. So that would be a 45-yard kick for Pleasant Grove.
It's all about stops, isn't it, Otis?
That's right.
And we had a stop there, so we need to materialize. We got a
huge.
bad field position, but we got to stop.
We just need to pick up a couple first downs here. Get the momentum back on our side.
Take some time off the clock, kind of like they like to do. It's time for the Hogs to show out.
Okay, it's going to be at the 9-yard line. At the 9-yard line, 1st and 10 for Carthage at their own 9. Courtney, the tailback, he's going to throw to the right side, and this ball is caught out there, and he's going to go downfield with it, and it's incomplete. I think he may have been throwing that away to avoid a loss.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Who caught that, Otis? I couldn't tell.
That was McNew.
Okay.
But what made that throw so erratic was their defensive end, Jackson, got in the passing lane.
That young man is just all over the place.
Unbelievable. He's as good as advertised.
And he's a junior. Oh, my gosh.
If we have him on our schedule next year, we got to deal with him again.
All right, so now it's 2nd down and 10 for Carthage from our 9. Snap back to Horton. Horton throws left. This ball is caught out there, and it is going to be across the 15 to McNew. And let's see, look for across the way to see where they're going to spot it. It's going to be just short of the first down.
It's all right. Get up to the line of scrimmage. Fake, do what they do to us.
McNew.
And here's the ball going to the right side.
Calvante Dixon.
Calvante Dixon. Was that a pass? I must admit, I was looking down.
Yeah, that was a pass.
We're seeing something, making
So
us
12.
throw out there.
So that's a Howe's AC first down right there.
That was a good call by the Dogs. 3rd and short. They got up to the line of scrimmage real fast and flicked it out there to Moochie. He picked up the first down, but unfortunately he's out of the ball game right now. He's on the sideline.
All right, so 1st and 10 now. So we get it out of the shadow of our end zone, of our goal line, and now we've got it out to the 28. So 1st and 10 Carthage from our 28. Horton under center. Throws to the left side. This is to McNew. McNew going to throw back to the right side, and this ball is incomplete. So a pass to the left to McNew, and he threw back to the right, and it was incomplete, just over the receiver's head.
He's trying to hit Courtney down the sideline.
Well, we pulled out a couple of special plays here.
Nice pass there by McNew. Of course, remember, McNew was one of the 3 quarterbacks vying for the starting position when fall practice started. McNew, Wilson, and Horton are now 2nd down and 10 for Carthage from our 27. Make it the 28. Here's Horton throwing to the right side. This ball is caught, and it's going to be close to a first down, maybe just a little bit shy. And the receiver was...
Is that Kale?
No, that...
Who was that?
Yeah, that was Kale.
Kale caught
Kale
that.
Williams, okay.
We got a man up.
That was Kale.
With our man out, we got man up.
That was a good hand catch.
So Kale Williams on the 9-yard reception. He's now got 3 for 23. Here's 2nd down and 1 handoff. Courtney over the right side has a Hales AC first down as he gets across the 40. Still on his feet across the 45. Great run there by Mason Courtney. And it's going to be about 11 yards to their to the Dog 48-yard line.
A great job of finishing off that run. It looked like they had him stopped, and he picked up another 3 yards. Now we're going pace. We're hurrying up.
Okay, snap back to Horton. He throws to the left side, flag on the play, and this ball is going to be coming back as they whistle the play dead.
Yeah, and you see coaches getting on the quarterback. He's got to wait. He's got to look out there and wait till those receivers get set. He didn't give them time.
All right, so it's 5 yards. False start against Carthage. That is our 4th penalty for 30 yards. As we go in a hurry up here. 1st and 15 now for Carthage from our 43. We've got 1:03 left here in the 3rd. 14-14 tie.
Hey, do we have a turnover in the game?
No one has a turnover in the game.
Okay.
No turnovers yet for either team. And not too many penalties, just a total of 6. So a pretty clean game. All right, first down and make it 1st and 15 now. Here's a handoff to Courtney. Courtney right side, and he gets to about the midfield marker, so that's going to be a gain of 7 on the play, making it now 2nd down and 8.
Well, the offensive line looked pretty good in this series, but we've thrown the ball to the outside a lot.
Yeah. 2nd down and 8 from the midfield marker. Handoff Courtney again. Courtney to the right side. Courtney is going to be to the 45. A great run there by Courtney, picking up another couple of yards right at the very end of it to get him. I thought he got across the 45. He didn't. He gets to the 45. Another gain of 5, 3rd and 3.
Tell you, Courtney's really packing hard.
And he's not a man of stature. You know, he's not huge.
But he's strong.
Oh,
He's a good, strong runner.
His daddy said he's
All right.
been working hard. Okay, that's the end
That's
of the
the end of
third
3.
quarter. All right, we'll be back.
Pritchard & Abbott Incorporated are evaluating consultants. What does that mean? They appraise minerals, industrial, utility properties, and data services. From their evaluations of a net worth, fair taxes can be levied. Pritchard & Abbott Incorporated doing their part to be a good neighbor and helping our part of the world stay strong and solvent. Pritchard & Abbott Incorporated, evaluating consultants.
XL Ford is always your place to go for quality pre-owned vehicles. We have pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and everything in between to meet your needs. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, XL Ford has you covered. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. We'll help you every step of the way to make sure you're satisfied with your pre-owned vehicle. Come down today and take a test drive today. Excellent price, excellent selection, and excellent service after the sale. Visit us at XL Ford on the Southeast Loop in Carthage, Texas.
All right, we go to the 4th quarter. 14-14 tie here. Glad you could join us for Bulldog football. 14-14 tie. Dogs have the football as we start the final stanza. And we have it 3rd down and 3 at the Pleasant Grove 45. The ball is going to be on the right hash as the Dogs go left to right here in the 4th. I thought we were going to have the snap. Horton clapped his hands, but then he looks over to the sideline. We've got now 15 seconds still left on the play clock. Snap back to him, hand off to Courtney. Courtney going to try the left side. Courtney is stopped at the 42-yard line. I think that's going to be a 1st down.
Looked like a
and
horse
it will
collar.
be.
Like a horse collar to me.
And as you can see, Coach was really in that official's ear on the sideline too. But they didn't call it.
How's AC 1st down?
It's a big 1st down right there. It's a good run again by Courtney.
He picked up 3, needed 3. Now it's 1st and 10 at the Pleasant Grove 37-yard line as we've just started the 4th quarter. We've got 11:35 left to go. Dogs are going to send McNew and Wade to the right. We've got Dixon split left. Snap back to Horton. Horton wants to throw left. Going deep for Dixon. Dixon down the sideline. He's got it at the 10, to the 5. Dixon to the goal line, and he is going to be short of the goal line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Dogs from inside the 1-yard line.
Wow, I mean, I can't even tell where they spotted it yet.
On the 1.
Wow.
And that was a great throw by Horton. He stood in there because he got hammered by Jackson, but he got the ball off.
Hey, did you get that was Cale Williams?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Cale Williams, okay.
Touchdown.
Is it a touchdown?
Touchdown.
Yep, touchdown.
All right. Okay. All right, so the Dogs lead it now, and we've got the extra point coming up, and it is on the way, and it is good. He got it inside that left upright, and the Dogs lead it here. The Bulldogs stop extra point, good. Dogs up 21-14.
First State Bank and Trust advances banking convenience with its new mobile app. Download the FSB&T mobile app and realize the full potential of 21st century on-the-go banking technology. At your fingertips, deposit checks, view real-time balances and account histories, transfer funds in your accounts, and pay bills 24/7. You can contact customer service from the app if needed during regular business hours. On-the-go, on-the-phone banking tech from your trusted FDIC member equal housing lender, First State Bank and Trust.
This is Pastor Monty Pierce, along with all the fine folks at Central Baptist Church, located 1 block off the square in beautiful downtown Carthage. We hope you are enjoying the game as the Bulldogs make another exciting run for the championship. If you don't have a church home and you like friendly folks and a meaningful worship service, we invite you to join us this Sunday. Check us out at centralcarthage.com for times and more information. This is Dr. Monty. Go Bulldogs!
All right, Dogs scoring on a 47-yard pass to Kel Williams. Extra point good, 11:21 to go. Dogs up 21-14.
Otis, you said it'd be 20 in the 20s.
Oh, yeah.
We're
It's
gonna
not over yet. We know it's going to be a dog fight.
Brennan Phillips to kick off for the Dogs. First time for Carthage to lead in the ball game. Pleasant Grove has led twice. Here's the kick. High, short kick. And they're going to come up and take it at about the 31-yard line. I thought that might drop. It was sort of in between two Hawks, but the deep man came up and took control of it and made the catch.
I'll tell you, that was a good sky kick right there.
That was perfect, like the way he likes it. Surratt loves him right there, about the 30.
So, 1st and 10 now for the Hawks at their own 32-yard line. First time that they've trailed in the ball game. Hawks 34-3 since the start of 2017.
And we put one of those three on them.
Carthage 44-1 since October of 16. Okay, here's a flag coming down early in the play. This will go against the Hawks for false start. Press box fairly quiet right now. First down and 15 now for the Hawks from their own 27-yard line. And if you've just joined us, the Dogs have lost two key defensive players tonight. Quan Brown and Cole Whitlock are not in there right now. Okay, here's Harmon. Harmon wanting to throw left. This ball is going to be caught. Great catch out there across the 35-yard line. Great catch, and it's going to be short of the first down, but quite a catch there by one of the Hawks.
Man, that was an NFL catch right there.
Yep.
9 yards on that pass play.
Just a deep out. Coverage wasn't bad. It was just a good throw and catch.
So now it is second down.
Well, this is a seasoned quarterback that we're dealing with.
Second down, 3-year starter. That's right. Second down and 6. Harmon this time. Rolling to his right. He wants to throw it under heavy pressure. He throws incomplete. Great pressure there by Jai Brazier. Forced him to throw it early. Brazier put him on the turf just as he released it. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Pressure make water run uphill.
Yes.
10:30 left in the ball game.
This is a big down for the Dogs right here. We got to get off the field here.
Coach Surratt telling me we were going to see more of Brazier this week in there. All right. Now it's 3rd down and 6. Here's Harmon. Harmon wants to throw it. He wants to go with the screen pass. Now he doesn't know what to do, and he throws it to the left side. This ball is caught at the 40-yard line across the 42, and he may have a first down. There's a flag coming down pretty close to the tackle.
2 of them.
And a flag on the far side.
Flags, 3 flags on the field.
What did they see? Did they see a face mask?
The way it looked, the way they throw it, the one on the other side may be an offsides of some kind.
And that it's against Pleasant Grove, guys.
Could be an offensive lineman downfield.
Yeah.
I know they threw this flag on the far side of the field before the other one over there.
That's a loss of down. Eh? All right, they're going to mark them off.
Okay, 5 yards against the Hawks.
Kudos defense.
And so now it is 3rd down and about 6. Here's a handoff to the running back up the middle. He's across the 40 and has the first down.
Man.
He's got the first down, but it's 3rd down and 11, and he picks up 12 yards.
Oh, that hurts.
Well,
he picked up 12 yards.
That's happened tonight to us a bunch, 3rd and long.
It was 3rd down and 11. I may have said 3rd down and 6. I was wrong. It was 3rd down and 11, and he picked up 12 yards out to their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hawks there from their own 43. Handoff running back going to his left, and let's wrap him up. Oh, we do not, and he gets loose for another 5 or 6 yards. We had him wrapped up for a 2-yard gain, and he gets loose for about another 8.
Jai Brazier on the stop. We had him for a 2-yard gain, and he shook loose and
we got one of the helmet off.
Yeah,
Gotta leave
that's
the game.
Mason Bobo.
So a gain of 10 on the play. Boy, what a run that time by that running back of Pleasant Grove. Okay, the clock starts once again. We're down now to 9.5 minutes left to go. We've got a player down. Is an official timeout. We'll be back right after this.
East Texas is a wonderful community, and at Panola National Bank, we're proud to call it home. That's why you'll find our bank and our employees helping others wherever you look. From supporting local schools to volunteering with local charity events, we're part of the fabric that weaves the community and its people together. When it comes to financial service needs, local is better. We provide convenient banking services so we can help our community grow. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Monty Bacon at Carthage Furniture is offering refrigerators at great savings. Choose a 16 cubic foot refrigerator in white or black, priced for you at $5.99, or an 18 cubic foot refrigerator with a white finish or black finish, just $6.49. If you ever need a refrigerator, Monty says this is the time to buy. Carthage Furniture, the huge store behind the car wash. Carthage Furniture on West Panola across from the Sonic, where Rosa speaks Spanish.
Right there.
Okay, we're back, and I don't know if he's listening or not, but Dennis McLaughlin, if you are, I want you to know that we're praying for you and hope to see you back in your classroom and on the sidelines for the Bulldogs. Dennis McLaughlin, if you don't know, some of you do not know that Dennis, an assistant coach, offensive coordinator for the Bulldogs, has been ill now for several months, and he is and he's in our prayers for certain. Dennis, hope you're listening right now and enjoying the broadcast, and hope to see you soon.
You bet he's listening to it, and he has improved quite a bit. We talked about it at halftime, Larry, and he's supposed to have moved out of ICU. Now, I haven't heard if that's definitive or not, but.
All right, and so the injured player goes off the field for the Bulldogs. Hopefully he'll be back in. He walked off the field, so it's going to be first down and 10 now for Pleasant Grove from the Dog 47-yard line. Harmon under center. Harmon, and he's going to keep it himself around the right side and picks up about 3 yards to the 44, where it'll be second down and 7 with 9:15 left in the fourth.
Who replaced him on that play, Otis, on the Kip?
Mason Bobo came back in, and Jaden Thomas came in for Bobo.
Okay.
Then Kip Lewis went down. Bobo came in for Lewis.
And Lewis is back in.
Yes. And everybody's back at their regular positions now.
Okay, so second down and 7 now for Pleasant Grove from the Dog 44. Here's Harmon handing off the running back, going to his left. This is Garrett, and Garrett brought down with a nice firm tackle there after about a 3-yard gain over the left
Kip
side.
Lewis.
Kip depleted him right there.
There you go.
Freight trained him right there.
Kip's still moving a little bit gimpy, but he made one heck of a tackle there.
So it's now 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for Pleasant Grove at the Dog 41. We've got 8:20 left to go in this ball game. Carthage leading 21-14. Never can tell. We may be headed toward an overtime here. 21-14 right now. Dogs by 7. Harmon under center. Harmon hands off to the running back going up the middle, and he's going to be stopped, I think, just short of the first down. It's going to be close, but I think he's just about a couple of feet short. He picked up 3.
Stopped by Toole and Lister.
They all getting up kind of sore. It's a rough game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're under 8 minutes to go here. 7:45 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Carthage leading 21-14, and it is 4th down and 1. 4th and 1 for Pleasant Grove.
Watch your play action.
From the Dog 38-yard line.
Oh, they're going to smash mouth it here on us.
Come on now.
4th down and 1. Harmon under center. Harmon this time pitch out going to the left. We got a chance to get him, and Garrett is going to be stopped. I think he stopped short.
Depending on where they spot it.
It may be. It was very, very close. We had a chance to get him for about a 2-yard loss. Carthage Hose, we take over.
Big play by Toole.
Stops. That's what you need on defense. Stops. And we've had 2 major stops here. referees pushing people back from.
Well, those coaches are fussing about where the ball should have been spotted.
Okay, so they're gonna measure. They're going to measure. They're going to bring it all the way across from the other side of the field and measure here. I thought one official signaled Carthage football.
I do too.
I still think he did. But
you can't see the ball because it's covered up by ball players on the sideline.
I think it's short.
Well, we seem to think over there it was.
The back judge, the guy with a B on the back of his referee's uniform, he's standing where the ball is, and it's short. It's short. Carthage ball. That's right.
All right. Big
Carthage.
stop right there.
So Carthage has the football now, 1st and 10 at their 38-yard line, with 7:20 to go in the ball game.
Bend but did not break is our defense.
We've got to pick up some first downs here. Probably a heavy dose of Courtney. 7:20 left to play in the game. The Dogs trying to knock off the number 1 rated team in Class 4A Division II, and they are well deserving of their ranking.
You bet.
They may very well win this state championship in Division II. Okay, Horton's going to be in the shotgun. And here's a throw to the right side to Dixon. Dixon to the 40. Dixon to the 43-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 5 on that pass play to Kelvonte Dixon, 2nd down and 5.
That was really just like a run play, wasn't even a hitch pass. He just stood there, raised up, threw it to Dixon. He picked up 5 yards.
Our clock is our friend right
now.
Yes,
we don't need to get in a hurry here.
Okay, so they gave him 4. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Oh, wait a while before you snap it. Hand off Courtney. Courtney left side to the 45. Courtney Howes AC first down to midfield, across midfield. Big run by Mason Courtney and a man down for Pleasant Grove. It's going to be a Howes AC first down across midfield.
Well, half of them were down. Well, physically, we're now taking over.
As you can see, we're hurrying up this time.
11 yards for Courtney. Here's a pass to the left side to Dixon. Dixon is going to be stopped for a very short gain. Flag comes in from the referee. Flag from the referee.
Somebody's helmet got pulled
off. I think that's going to be a personal foul on them.
Frustrated.
Yeah, they knocked Carna.
Hey, guys, I was going to tell you.
Davis' helmet off.
I was going to tell you 4 or 5 of the Carthage coaches were making sure that they hurried up because they sensed that defense is getting tired.
Okay, so it was a 2-yard pass to Dixon.
Might have pulled his helmet off. That may be 15.
And it's going to be 15.
All right.
15 yards.
6 minutes, 23 seconds. 21-14 Dogs.
Again, a Howes AC first down to the Pleasant Grove 30-yard line. 6:23 left to play in the game. Carthage leading 21-14. The clock starts rolling again. Okay, now Kai. And I just can't believe we wouldn't run some clock on the play clock. Maybe we will on this one.
Well, we are.
Yeah, we threw the ball to the outside. We stayed inbound.
Last time he snapped it with 15. We're now down to 7 on the play clock. Dixon goes motion right. Horton this time hands off to Courtney. Courtney left side. Bounces off a defender and then is wrapped up by Pleasant Grove. How long will they wait until they start using timeouts? No gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Good effort, but he just had too many guys to fight off. Clock runs, 5:43.
So it's now 2nd down and 10. Incidentally, Pleasant Grove has all 3 timeouts remaining. We have 2. 2nd and 10 for Carthage at the Pleasant Grove 30.
Jaden Thomas came in, McNews out, so we're in a 2-back set.
Now down to 7 seconds. Got to hurry on this play clock. 3, 2, snap with 1. Hand off Thomas. Thomas left side, stay in bounds to the 25, 20, 15, 10. And he's Thomas with a big Howes AC first down run down to about the 10-yard line. Make it the 12. 18 yards for Jaden Thomas.
Oh, that was a great run by Thomas.
We got a dual back system here.
Great run by Jaden Thomas down to the 12-yard line. Carthage 1st and 10 at the 12. Horton in the shotgun, low snap. Handoff Thomas. Thomas to the 10. Thomas inside the 10 to about the 7.
We're in field goal range, if possible.
They got a great move by putting the game, all the energy, throw limping around.
Okay, that's a 5-yard gain there for Jaden Thomas.
Hold on to the ball, boys.
Down to the 7. 2nd down and 5 for Carthage at the Pleasant Grove 7-yard line. 4:40 to play in the game. Carthage up 21-14. Dogs trying to go in for a 2-touchdown lead here.
Thomas is out. McNews back in.
I would say Dixon to the left, 2 receivers to the right. 2 seconds on the play clock. Snap to, here's the handoff to Courtney. Courtney over the left side is to the 10, I think. He's to the 10. It's going to be short of the first down, so 2 yards for Courtney to the 10. It'll be 3rd down and about 3.
I believe he's inside. He's on the 5.
He's on the 5, pardon me. Okay, yep. Okay, yep. He's on the 5, so 3rd down and 3 at the 5. My mistake. 4 minutes to play. Carthage up 21-14.
I think we run to the way our kicker kicks right now, just in case.
3:50 to go in the game. 10 on the play clock. Scott's going to let it run all the way down. Take a timeout with 1 second to go. 3, 2, 1, timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll take a break.
Industry-leading experience at Darnell Pest Services. With over a decade of happy customers in Texas, Darnell Pest Services offers the most thorough and proven methods to eliminate household pests in and around your home. Call 903-471-6400. Ask Chad Darnell about a free evaluation, advanced solutions, continuous protection, customer care and service guarantee. Call 903-471-6400 and get rid of those pesky roaches, ants, rodents, spiders, even termites. Darnell Pest Services can keep your home pest-free. Quick Stop Carthage is your quick stop for anything you might need for running errands around the area or starting a road trip. Every day, 5 a.m. till 9 p.m., you can count on Quick Stop Carthage to have quality fuel and service items for your vehicle and something easy, fast, and tasty from the kitchen for breakfast, lunch, or supper. A specialty is one of the best hamburgers in East Texas. Your best stop 7 days a week in Carthage at 2365 Southeast Loop is Quick Stop.
All right, 3:39 left to play in the ball game. Carthage leading 21-14. They just ran the clock down to 1 second on the play clock, called a timeout because key play here. 3rd down and 3 for Carthage at the Pleasant Grove 5. The ball is on the left hash, so the wide side of the field is to the right.
New formation.
Yeah, we're in our heavy set, jumbo set.
Okay, Horton under center. Horton this time hands off to Courtney. Courtney over the left side. Courtney to the goal line.
No, that's not Courtney. That's
and touchdown Dogs. Dogs score on a 5-yard run by Mason Courtney.
No, Rayvon Ingram.
Oh, Rayvon Ingram. Okay.
Oh, Rayvon. We ain't caught him a whole lot tonight.
So Carthage Hardware touchdown for Rayvon Ingram. 5-yard run.
And he got hurt celebrating. He's down on the ground.
Maybe he's got a cramp. He's been on defense all night.
Yeah, we was in a heavy set. Oh, we had a Lister in the backfield.
The way they're messing with his leg, it looks like it's just a cramp.
Okay, thank you, Jason. We'll be back after this.
I wanted to make new friends in college and save gas money by walking to class, but I was worried the cost of living on my own would make it difficult to live on campus. Then I learned Panola College not only has an affordable tuition, it also has several housing options that cost as low as $140 per week and includes 19 meals a week. Certainly worth the price.
All right, here's the extra point coming up. McNew to hold. Phillips to kick it. High snap, he gets it down, kick away, plenty of distance, and it is good. The Bulldogs stop extra point good. Carthage 28, Pleasant Grove 14, 3:34 to go right after this.
Because you're a fan of fresh made just the way you like it pizza, you'll love Country Fresh Pizza Carthage. We make it, you make it, from a 10-inch to a 16-inch. Even gluten-free crust is offered at Country Fresh Pizza. The Farmer's Delight features 6 meats and 6 veggies. The Vegetable Garden with all the veggies. The Rise and Shine with eggs and cheddar. The Crafty Farmer to build your own, and even Alfredo Pizza. Call 903-631-0246 to order. 636 West Panola, the white building with the bright graphics. It's delicious. It's Country Fresh Pizza.
Cardinal fans, it's football season. Come see all the new things going on at Lamar University football games. The new Cardinal Lane tailgating area has live music, jumpers, and a video game truck for kids. Over 20 corporate sponsors handing out free food, drinks, and gear. Cardinal Lane opens 4 hours before kickoff. Lamar now has, at home games, all new in-game entertainment for you. If you haven't already, make sure you purchase your tickets now. Season tickets as low as $45, single game tickets as low as $10. Excited to see you in the stands cheering on the Cardinals all season. Go LU!
Carthage trail 14-7 with 9:01 to play in the third, and since then it's been 21-0 Dogs as they lead at 28-14 here, 3:34 to go. Okay, here's Phillips with the kickoff, high kick, and they're going to. Oh, they fumbled it! They fumbled it at the 35-yard line, and we got it. They fumbled it at the 35-yard line. They could not come up with it, and Carthage, I believe, has it, and they do. Who was the recovery? Did you catch that?
I couldn't see it. I believe it was Nate Mary.
Okay. They came up to make the catch, and they bobbled it. They fumbled it at the 35-yard line. Carthage has it at the Pleasant Grove 38. 3:34 to play in the ball game.
Wow.
All right, so that is the first turnover of the ball game.
And we done it without a lot of defensive players.
Pleasant Grove has all 3 timeouts remaining, but the Dogs are up by 2 touchdowns, and they've got the football. Needless to say, right now we're in pretty good shape here.
We're at their house, too.
And that's right.
Got quiet in here.
Yep. Mighty quiet in the press box. I better be quiet myself, hadn't I? I just thought about that.
Yeah, especially for a guy who slips down in his chair.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, here's Jaden Thomas. Big run. Thomas in the open. 15,
and
10,
he's gone.
5. Touchdown, Jaden Thomas. Jaden Thomas takes it in from 38 yards out.
They marking him down or no?
Don't see a signal yet, but it looked like he got in. Oh, they're going to mark it on the 1. Look.
Yep, they are.
No, they're going to put it down for the extra point. I thought he started to put it down at the 3. So Pleasant Grove calls a timeout.
Guys, I believe they did call that a touchdown. What a great move by putting Jaden Thomas in the game. What do you think?
When
Okay.
Jason gets on that end of the field, it's hard for us to pick him up.
Okay, Jason, you're cutting in and out. Can you tell us, was that a touchdown or not?
Yes, that was a touchdown.
Okay.
And I was going to say, what a great move by putting Jaden Thomas in the game. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, you bet. Fresh legs.
Are we sure that was a touchdown?
I don't know. They wouldn't call a timeout.
They wouldn't call a timeout after a touchdown.
I never saw the signal for a touchdown. And I saw the guy mark him out over there, but maybe he was just saying it's down.
Hey, guys, I'm correct. They marked him out at the 3.
Okay. All right. So a 35-yard run down to the 3. So we're in the Kelly's Collision red zone, and it's a House AC first down. So it's first and goal now at the 3. 3:26 to go. Carthage leading 28-14. All right, if you're okay, let's think ahead. Carthage next week, the Bulldogs will open District 10 4A play at Van against the Van Vandals. Van 4-1 so far on the season. They've only lost 1 ball game.
Have we done a game over there?
I don't think I've ever broadcasted there. I don't believe I have. Okay, let's see. So Horton's going to be under center. Thomas stays in there at tailback.